Asked Coach Shaw, he volunteered actually to, he's done this. He's been where you guys are. He came from the Little League as Austin came through, and he's found something that worked for him as far as practice organization. So he's going to add a little.
I got a handout. You guys are more, this isn't really for the T-ball guys, but you're more than welcome to have it for later on. If we could hand out, I think there's like 27 copies, so for a short, let's make sure at least one team member has it. What I have on there, guys, it says practice plan for a championship team. That was my goal, to always be the champion. That might not be your goal, but that was my goal. As you get this, you guys can look at it, but it says be a good example, don't scream, coach the players if they do something wrong. Don't yell at them, coach them, because they're young kids. Don't expect the players to know anything, no matter the age. I don't care how good they are, don't expect them to know anything. You guys are the coaches. You guys are the ones that need to know it. Something that I copied from this school, and I came up here and watched these guys practice all the time, look like baseball players. Have your kids show up with baseball pants, shirt tucked in, hat on right. We never had any kid have their hat like that or backwards. We let the catcher do it once in a while until I came up here and watched those guys do it, and our catchers have our hats on right. Baseball pants are like $10. What I did early, I went out and bought 10, 15 pairs, so if a kid couldn't afford it, I'd give it to them, and I'd have them give it back to me. Treat all kids equally. How many fathers are here coaching? We're all fathers. Guys, you cannot have special treatment for your kids. If your kid is the youngest kid, you shouldn't be on the field. I'm telling you, parents are going to look at you and go, well, why is he playing? Why is he playing? My kid isn't. Just treat them all equally, and you won't have those parents mad. Next thing is coach-parent meeting. I had 2 parent meetings every year. One at the beginning of the year, one in the middle of the year. And I had the parents, it's open, throw it at me, and we would. We'd get yelled at, which was fine. I'm responsible for their kids. So your goal, have goals at the coaches meeting with your parents, your expectations for them, on time for practice. I asked our parents, I will have them finished 2 hours later. Just please have them here for my practice, and I'll get them out when they're supposed to. And you will be the guy that will talk to the umpires, not the parents. That's the worst thing for Peru Little League Baseball is when I go down there and I watch the parents from the outside screaming at the umpires. It's embarrassing for me, it's embarrassing for the kids. So if you tell your parents that right at the beginning, I'm telling you they'll back off. Okay, practices. 2 hours at the most. We got little itty-bitty kids, they don't want to be there any longer. No more than 2 hours. Organize. The more organized you are, the better your practice is going to be. First week, throw. I cannot emphasize that the most. My practices, I never picked up a bat for 2 weeks. I don't know if you guys will be able to do that, but for 2 weeks, my boys never picked up a bat. They learned how to throw. If you don't know how to throw, you're not going to be a baseball player. Run approximately 100 yards and back. Make sure they run as a team. This is a team sport. Don't put the fastest kid up there, put the slowest kid up there and let him lead the running. Throw for at least 10 minutes to warm up the arm every practice. You as a coach, just walk around, ask them how school was, ask them how their girlfriend is, just be positive. They love that, guys. You guys are their role models. They're away from their parents. You guys are their role models, and they love when they do that. Throw, we'll talk about ready, break, throw here in the competition. Kids absolutely love competition, so anytime you can compete, they love it. Basic fielding. Put a guy on second, put a guy on short. The coach gets in between them and just rolls it to them. They field it right, throw it to first base. Have a good guy at first base to catch. If he's your oldest kid and he can catch, do it. If not, put a coach over there so they can catch. Do that for about 10 minutes. Then have your kids alternate. And what we do, guys, is we run it. If you got a kid walking, make him run, make him get there fast. We don't want a bunch of lazy kids. Basic fielding, separate the kids evenly, have the coach stand approximately 10 feet. And all you're doing is this. And all you want these little kids to do is catch the ball. That's all you want them to do. And we'll go to the next side. Once you feel comfortable with this, throw it over their heads, make them do a good drop step, and go get the ball. What we don't want is this, and you'll see it because their eyes are popping up and down and they'll miss the ball. If it's only one step, just have them take one step back, okay? You always want them to do this. Run as fast as you can on the top of your ball of your feet. Get to the spot as fast as you can and set up and wait for it. Batting practice. This is where I see all the practices go way downhill. We've got a bunch of kids standing around. Have 4 stations. Now you kids aren't getting bored. One is a soft toss, and that's all this is, guys. Is you just, as a coach, don't have the kids do it. Just soft toss. Just toss the ball nice and easy to them. A tee. We use tees every day. Colleges use it. The majors use it. Use a tee. Shag, and that's the guys that are shagging the balls. Have them in the outfield. Don't have your shortstop stud sitting. He's going to get hit. He's going to get hurt. Have them in the outfield. It's not time to have your practices. And then live hitting on the field. What we did is before I threw the baseball, I'd say ball. That way everybody knew that there's a ball coming. Base running, running to first. How to listen to the coach and not look at the ball. We still have kids up here looking at the baseball. If you guys could teach them now, that makes our job a lot easier. Look at the coach. You're the one that's going to tell them to either go or stay. Situation team defense. Introduce this after you feel comfortable that your boys can field it and actually do the ground balls, okay? Don't be in a hurry with this. This little league is to teach fundamentals. Winning is a great thing, but teach them how to do it. Start with going first, okay. This sounds like big league, and it is, but I'm telling you guys, your kids want to do this. They want to learn from you, and it starts with you guys by being good examples and teaching them how to do it. Repetition, repetition, repetition. If you're working on cutoff and your right fielder's doing something wrong, keep doing it until he starts getting it right. Coach, coach, coach. And I did this. I brought our team to the Tigers practice every once in a while. I'd sit them up there. The kids absolutely love it. Hey, we're not going to have practice. We're going to go watch Peru baseball for a while. You guys are more than welcome to bring them and sit in our stands and watch the way we do it. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to talk to anybody about this. But it starts with you guys in practice.